guys, how are you? Okay, so it's an ugly day here out in New York, and I don't know how the Yankees are gonna play their World Series today with this rain that's going on. Go Yankees! Anyways, let me get back to what I have to talk about today. Alright, the first thing I want to talk about is some of the things I've noticed. Oh no, you know what? Brush that off. I want to start off by saying thank you so much, guys, for the comments and the love that you guys showed me on my last video. Oh my god, I had the most sweetest comments, the most special comments, the most heart-filled comments. It was amazing, and thank you. I read all of them. You guys are so wonderful to me, and I love each and every one of you. And I did have a great time on my birthday. Thank you so much. The second thing I want to talk about is the things I've noticed that made a big change during my weight loss. I think that the first thing that I did notice was my arms going down. If you guys looked at previous photos of me, you guys would know that I had like the most hugest arms. Like, it was so big. And I did not wear any like spaghetti strap shirts or anything very short, you know what I'm saying? So, oh my god, that went down tremendously, and my arms are like, they're good now. The second thing is like my thighs. Oh my god, that was another big thing. So, such a huge difference. Like, it went down tremendously. I had big thighs. I mean, really big legs and everything. That went down. My waist, of course, and I had this like huge stomach, and that just like all disappeared. Of course, you know, I still have that second belly. That's why I am going to do the tummy tuck or whatever, but it's not that big or whatever of a big deal. But you guys know that I went from a size 20 to a size 4. That is a way big difference. Also, I can feel my hip bones, and like that feels so amazing. I've never had hip bones before. I got collarbones. I've never had collarbones before, so that was a big difference for me too. My fingers. As you guys know, I wore a wedding ring starting my journey or whatever, doing my first videos and the rest of my videos, and then along the way, you guys probably noticed that I started like not wearing it or whatever, and that's because it does not fit me anymore. I went from a size 10 to a size 8, and I'm yet to get it resized, so I have to go and get it resized. Also, like, a big difference that I did notice the other day when I went out to Greater Ventures is that, you know, when you get on the roller coaster seat or whatever, and you're like the biggest person there, and like you hold back the bar or whatever from being so big. Not this time. I had enough room, so that was like, oh my god, that was like so huge for me. Things that I don't like that happened after weight loss, of course, you guys know where it was my chest area and my butt or whatever. You guys know that I started out at a 38D or whatever, and one second, guys. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Okay, so you guys know that I started out at a 38D, and I'm down now to like I think I'm between a 34B and a 36B. Somebody also asked me, I wanted to know if you went down in shoe size. That is like the one thing that I wanted more than anything to go down on. I have the biggest feet, and I would not mention it. I would mention my weight, but I do not mention my foot size because they're freaking huge. That's the one thing that I wanted to go down, but unfortunately, unlike others that has had like 2 sizes go down, no, it did not happen for me. Unfortunately, I'm still the same size. Ooh. Let me see. Also, another thing that I wanted to talk about is I finally quit drinking Diet Cherry Coke. I started doing it for about 2 to 3 weeks, and it was something that I just picked up suddenly because I've never touched carbonated drinks. As you guys know, we have to stay away from carbonated drinks, and it's a big no-no. course I got scolded by Wendy or whatever about it, and I knew it was wrong or whatever, but I just picked up the freaking habit. So I did that for about 2 or 3 weeks, and like I completely cut it off. Now I'm in the right direction, and I'm doing good. Now I'm addicted to fruit punch, crystallite. Oh my god, that's like my favorite. So now that's my new habit. What else do I have to say? There was another question. I was wondering if you can make a video on how your weight loss has affected you from a psychological standpoint. Like, how does the attention get to you now compared to before you had surgery, and has affected you? Has anyone ever made you feel uncomfortable since your weight loss? Um, I don't notice the extra attention, maybe because I'm not looking. I mean, you know, I'm married or whatever, and like I just don't pay attention like to other guys or whatever, so I don't really notice the extra attention. I haven't noticed. Um, and what else? Nobody has really made me feel uncomfortable about my weight loss. I mean, the only thing that makes me feel uncomfortable is when somebody is like in a huge shock and they just keep looking at me or whatever. Like, that makes me feel uncomfortable, you know, because they're just like not used to it, because they knew me at 275, and of course like now I'm 154, so it's just like a huge shock for me, and they just stare at me. Or when somebody just like compliments me like too much or whatever, and like I don't know what to say anymore. You know, that feels very odd. I did go dancing with my girls, not for my birthday, but another friend of mine's, her birthday, and you know, I was like the thinnest in the crowd, and like I was dancing, and you know, everybody is much thicker than me, and like for some reason I felt so odd, you know, like I felt out of place for some reason. Don't ask me why, but I was like, I didn't know what to do with myself for a moment there. So that was just like an odd moment. But in every other way, I did had somebody ask me like, does the attention get to my head and stuff? Like, no, 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 I'm not conceited. I'm still the same old person. You know, I know that some people change after weight loss or whatever, but I'm still the same person. Like, nothing has ever gotten to my head. Like, I'm not conceited like that. And you know, I had another friend of mine, he's a guy, he was like, oh, you know, when you go and get your boobs redone or whatever, you're gonna be like, oh, Miss Thing or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna change anything, you know, I'm just gonna be the same old me. And that's pretty much it on that department. Okay, and then maybe you guys noticed that in my last video, also, that I didn't even need to have like a tummy tuck or whatever, because I was thin enough. But I'll make a later video showing you why I need it, and you know, you guys are not gonna see it fully if you're not like looking at my stomach directly. So I've always shown my stomach in the past or whatever, so I'll just make a later video and show you why I do need to have the procedure done. Also, I'm really trying very hard to do the Vegas meet and greet. And the thing is that you guys all know that I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna get plastic surgery on January 15th. I'm not coming back until January 29th. And the meet and greet is on February 18th to the 21st, I believe it is. So that really gives me like 2.5 weeks or something like that from coming back home or whatever, and like recuperating, and like to go out to Vegas. I'm going to try my best to make it, because I want to meet all you guys that are going to be there. That means a lot to me. I went to the one in Pennsylvania, and I enjoyed myself there, and I would love to go to Vegas, because that would be my first time that I would actually, you know, go there. I think that that's about it. I did go up all the way up to 157 in between the week. I think it was like during the weekend or whatever. And I managed to get myself back down to 154. Of course I freaked out or whatever, but it's like they say, it's water retention or whatever, so I'm back down to 154. I did see the most emotional video ever this morning, and it broke my heart. And I want to send out my deepest condolences to April Dawn 77. Oh my gosh, she was like one of my biggest inspirations when I first had weight loss surgery, and she hasn't been here in a year, and her first video that she updated, it was the most, oh my god, saddest video, and I cried the whole way through her video, and it was because, you know, she had a death in the family, and it was her sister.